Evaluation question 3. What have you learned from audience feedback? What we did. I co-created a music video for the acoustic pop song Free by Andy. We decided that our target demographic would be mainly teenagers aged 15 to 21, as we looked at acoustic artists such as Gabriel Aplin, Ed Sheeran and Lewis Watson, their target age range is teenagers, so we pastiched this. This is our imaginary entity, Ing Ang. We decided to have a female entity because, stereotypically, males prefer hard rock music rather than the soft music of acoustic pop. However, it is still evident that boys do like acoustic pop, but not as much stereotypically as girls do. We decided that our imaginary entity would be a fun-loving, happy person because stereotypically acoustic pop has happy and bright connotations, so the audience that we're targeting would want that too. In order to create this imaginary entity and make our product in general, we had to research into proposed target audiences. We researched into our proposed target audience by asking teenagers that listen to artists such as Ed Sheeran what they like to do and wear stereotypically. Walter Lippmann. We also researched into shows and festivals people could go to if they're interested in this music, which would show us where our artist would go if they were. Bennett, Jones and Matt Doodle stated that all students should identify a clear audience and plan how the artifacts will be tested during the planning process. I think that the audience feedback from our target audience is very important to the planning and creating progress of the products because we then could create a promotional package that was connecting to our audience, aiming for them to buy the digipack and watch the video. These are our original aims from our pitch that we gave in front of the class. We originally wanted a narrative-based video about a friendship or a song, a person writing a song. We decided that we would have field locations to represent the word free and bright colours to represent happiness. We would use long shots to connote freeness of the location and point of view shots connect to the characters. We decided that we would use fade techniques as they are soft techniques that would stereotypically go with that after we've looked at other artists' videos. From our product, we have gone along with a lot of these aims. However, our video is not just narrative now, it has performance in it, which I think makes it more interesting and something we needed to do. Audience feedback methodology. Throughout the progress of our main product, we made questionnaires and individually people gave feedback to us from watching the video. Clark et al. 2007 stated, "It is important to carry out regular audience research using methods such as rating collection, questionnaires and surveys." We have been conventional with this view, as we have done questionnaires throughout our product. One was delivered to the class as we gave the pitch, which was very beneficial because they were our target range anyway. The other one was distributed to 4 people that was sent out during the process of the video, was like halfway through, to the audience of teenagers. Another way that we gained feedback was from individually sitting with people as they watched the video and giving us feedback on what we could change. The second questionnaire feedback in the middle of the progress of making the video was very important to changes we made. From the second questionnaire during process, some suggestions that they suggested that we should change is more close-ups of emotions to show feelings and more point of view shots, which are quite similar in a way, which could suggest that we didn't show friendship as much as we wanted to put across at the beginning. We gained a lot of feedback from the pitch also. In order to do this, we handed out a questionnaire and gained valuable responses. Some positives were that it was a good song and a good idea and good shot types. Some negatives were that we didn't have much public speaking confidence, which came across like we didn't have confidence in our own product, which wasn't the case. It was just public speaking, but that's how it came across to the audience. And they also suggested that we should have more detail into related projects, so more research into different brands and artists, which we did afterwards. We also arranged focus groups throughout the process of creating the video. We arranged a focus group towards the end of the few weeks after the questionnaire feedback. Suggestions, improvements that they came up with were less studio footage as it didn't work as well as the rest of it. Banner shots of the lines because I'm free, and more shots of our artists together. So after getting this feedback, the changes we made were we added banner shots of the characters and the artists holding up banners of the words of the song. I feel this worked because it shows that the characters do contribute to the meaning of the song, and also the brightness of the colours of the letters represents happiness, which is what we wanted to put across in the first as initial pitch. We also added more two shots of our artists together, which I think worked better because we decided that they would be a duo, meaning that they needed to be together most of the time before they were separate. We used more close-ups of the actors to put across their feelings, which we used to make the audience feel happy too, which is what we wanted to do. We used a lot of point of view shots to suggest that there was a camera involved, which is a stereotypical thing that people do when they're with friends. And also direct gaze makes them connect, which is another way that the teenagers of the narrative are connecting to the teenagers that we wanted to target. By Shannon Worthington.